Martha, yes, absolutely. Dubb will still work in Sales Navigator. There we go. Okay, so we're talking about sending video messages through Navigator, right?
That or like I currently have the sales nav, so
Yeah,
we have it set up where I can do like drip campaigns and
yeah,
stuff in there
yeah,
too. You
yep,
know, if
yeah, perfect.
I have it turned off right now, but I'm just wondering if I could eliminate the, purchasing LinkedIn sales nav and then just do everything through Dubb.
Okay. So two different things there. Well, because one LinkedIn Sales Navigator has a unique function of like building lists on LinkedIn, right? You can
Yes,
go in there and like use the LinkedIn filters to create specific lists of people. So that's kind of one of the main benefits of Navigator. And they more recently, like you mentioned, added a sequencing tool because there's probably 100 companies at least now that do something very similar, right? Where they automate messaging, but not only that, they
correct.
automate messaging requests. And now I haven't seen, I don't think Navigator offers an automated connection requests yet, do they?
There was another
Product for that,
part
right?
of LinkedIn that I did at one point. I can't remember what it was. So yes, we could do like drip
I'll check.
and see.
It's about time I just get up to speed on what Navigator itself can do because I know that all these other products arose where we've used several of them myself, right? To be up to speed on them, like Linked Helper, Expandy. There's all these LinkedIn automation tools, and they're designed to do not only the connection, but to remove connections that don't respond, and then to also send messages. So whether we're using one of those technologies or native LinkedIn messaging, the answer is absolutely yes. But I want to make sure you have the expected behavior. So when we are adding videos into any LinkedIn message, whether this is through a third party tool or a native LinkedIn messaging app, the way it's going to work is when you go to send a message, it won't show the video until you're a connection and until it's been sent. So by default, it will only show as a link. Like if I insert this here, you see it only shows as a link. Now, if I send it, that link will automatically populate the preview of the video. So it'll actually look just like I showed in the email, just like that. But it'll only do this if they're a connection and after the
Mhm.
message has been sent. So often Sales Navigator messages are not sent to connections, right? They're sent to people that aren't connections, like InMail. And InMail you never use InMail for a connection, right? You would just use your unlimited inbox messages to your connections. So it's not specifically helpful for the thumbnail piece in a cold message, in a in-mail message. But if they have connected, they will automatically get the preview. So I recommend two things. One is if you're doing something custom, sending videos on LinkedIn, something like this, right? You would go to their LinkedIn profile. There's a lot of really cool strategies about. We have trainings on this, right? Recording a video actually from their LinkedIn page, just like this. So that would be the first short video that then goes into the playlist we were showing earlier, right? Where the bulk of your
Mhm.
message is repeated. However, if let's say you weren't doing fully custom, if you were doing fully custom, wait until you're connected and then record this video and send it. If we're doing all automation, you can't do a custom video anyways, right? It's going to be a recycled video. And then, so the thumbnail is not as important until they've made the connection acceptance, right? Until they've accepted, then the thumbnail would appear. So I would say just be aware of those things and don't waste a custom video unless they're connected, because then there's a more greater than 50% chance they'll never see it. So,
Right. And then one other question,
uh-huh.
on the API, do we need to purchase like a Google phone number or do we use ours?
Do you mean for text messaging or what do you mean for
Yes.
API? And do
Yeah,
you
for the
mean
AP2.
oh, A2P? Got it.
Yeah.
A2P. Yeah. So A2P is a specific requirement now that all the carriers, right? AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, etc. They required the people who sell online numbers. Twilio, our friends over at Signal House. There's a lot of providers that sell online numbers. Online numbers are different than our regular numbers, right? Like from our carriers of AT&T, etc. They're two different
Hmm.
types of numbers. And so our personal carriers, they had to push back against the online numbers because there was a lot of bad actors, right? Sending bad links and stuff. And so they said, you need to make it harder for people to get these online numbers. And that's what A2P was. And what A2P means is essentially you need to put a little business profile together that says, here's my business, here's my EIN, here's some website stuff that says I have a form that proves that you receive consent before sending a text message, right? That's the whole point of this thing, is that you're not supposed to text message people with these online numbers until they've opted in, right? And you have to have some
Gotcha.
proof of that. So really good news on this though is we have our friends over at Signal House that they have made this process of getting an online number extremely easy. You don't have to come and generate your own website stuff, and it's unbelievable how easy they've made it. It's actually less expensive than Twilio as well, which is unbelievable. They're like the usually the biggest, cheapest in the space, but they're so hard to deal with. So if you need help with an online number, Martha, you or anyone else, I have some great friends over at Signal House. I've already gotten several clients their phone numbers approved in record time compared to what it was taking, the headache it was taking over at Twilio. Not just the time, but the bad experiences. Cheaper than Twilio, way better support, faster results for A2P. So if you need help with that, we got you covered as well. But that is a requirement for sending mass text messages or automated text messages or bulk or CRM type text messages. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Martha. All right. Good stuff.
Hey, it's Rob, your AI and video coach from Dubb. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, and please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more trainings just like this.